one, welcome to this crazy world. So we've just got 10 minutes. What are we going to do in less than 10 minutes just to keep us moving and tall and lifted? So we're going to do a few shoulder rolls. So let's start with our feet hip distance apart, our knees slightly bent, tall in the spine, strong in the core, so tummy button towards the spine. We're going to roll the shoulders. We're going to bring the shoulders up, forwards and down and round. So big rolls. Use the elbows up, forwards and down and round. Really bring the shoulders up towards the ears. Big rolls of the shoulders forwards, opening up through the shoulder joints. And you can do this while you're waiting for the kettle to boil, while you're waiting for the toast to pop in the morning. Just make these the first things you do in your day, just to really open up through the upper body. So we're getting some rotation and some mobility into the shoulder joints. Big rolls, and we're going to leave our shoulders down our back. So we're going to be nice and tall and lifted. We want some more mobility into the spine. And again, when you're waiting in the morning, coffee, tea's making, just roll down. So nod your chin to your chest. Engage your core. So scoop your tummy muscles up towards your rib cage. As you ease yourself into a forward bend, just wherever you get to. Knees are slightly bent and active. Core is engaged. And let the upper body hang wherever it gets to. When we get here, and take a breath in, and as we breathe out, core engages. Restack the spine, one vertebra at a time, and slide those shoulders down your back and lengthen up from the top of the head. Breath in again, and breath out. Down you go, chin to chest. And you'll go a little bit further and a little bit faster this time. When you get down here, if you want to deepen the stretch, take the hands to the back of the legs and ease the upper body in towards the legs to feel that strong stretch through the whole of the upper body. Knees are slightly bent and active. Breath in here and breath out. Restack. Shoulders down your back. Tall and lifted. Last time, breath in here. And breath out, chin to chest, strong in the abdominals, ease yourself forward so that core is working hard to get you down towards the floor. And we're going to open up through the spine, so hands one way, hips the other. Just swaying and opening through the hips. Big breaths, in and out, core is strong, really long and relaxed in the arms. Finish up on the left hand side so you've evened yourself up, come back to the centre with a breath in and a breath out. And down onto the mat. So we've only got a few minutes. What we're going to do with our day, we need to keep moving. It's so important in the current climate that we just don't stay still and let the world pass us by. So my two favourite exercises for down on the mat, shoulder bridge. So we're going to ease ourselves down into shoulder bridge with a little bit of preparation from the abs. So you can either hold on or let the hands go. Tall on the sitting bones. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, keep opening the chest and nod your chin towards your chest. And roll through the spine so you're really engaging the core to get yourself down onto the mat with control. Just breathing naturally, using those big breaths in and out if you need them, but rolling your spine, curving your spine into the mat by using those strong core muscles to ease you. If you need at any stage, pop your hands down by your side and use them to help you down onto the mat. Keep the shoulders nice and relaxed away from the ears. Roll yourself down and lay yourself down onto the mat into the shoulder bridge position. So that's feet flat on the mat underneath the knees, and feet and knees are hip distance apart. Hands are relaxed by your side, shoulders relaxed. It's really important to focus on this core work and where the position of the spine is. So when we're lying on the mat, we want a neutral pelvis. So that's that little arch under your back. You can't drive a train. It's not flat into the mat yet, but a little tilt in the pelvis, so neutral spine. Breath in here to prepare. Breath out. Roll the back of the pelvis into the mat. Core is engaging, and you lift your bottom away from the floor. Working into the bottom and the lower abdominals to peel your spine away from the floor. Lifting up into a shoulder bridge. If you want to make it stronger, peel the arms up so you get length through the whole of the upper body, but you don't have to add the arms. Hold it here, take a breath in. As you breathe out, roll back down through the spine, feel every vertebrae rolling down into the mat one at a time. So we bring ourselves back down to that first position, that neutral spine, and nice and long on the mat. Breath in here and breath out, rolling into the back of the pelvis, engaging the tummy button. So really focus on the lower abdominals and the glutes, easing you up into shoulder bridge with or without hands. It's entirely up to you. Lengthen away. Breath in here and breath out. Roll back through the spine. Feel the articulation and the movement of your spine. So you're rolling yourself down into the mat. And reset. Breath in here and breath out. Roll again. Peel up. Nice and long with the arms. If you want them, you don't have to. Stretch away with the knees. If you want to add a challenge, you can tiptoe. Right foot, left foot. Or if you're feeling strong, you can bring one foot up into tabletop. Hold it. Keeping the hips really strong and stable. And switching to the other side. And alternate. Nice and strong at the top. Both feet go flat. If you want to add extras, you just do as many as you can comfortably do from one side to the other. If it's too strong to lift the legs or the feet, then all you do is peel yourself down, rolling back out of shoulder bridge, bringing the arms with you and reset down on the mat. We'll go one last time. Breath in here and breath out. Roll through the mat, lifting the spine, stretching the arms, big breaths in at the top. If you need to adjust your feet, if it's a bit slippy on your floor, take a big breath in here and out. If you want to add the heel lift, that's fine, add the heel lift. If you want to add a knee lift, keep those hips strong and stable, so you're really keeping this steady and stable from your core. We'll do one more to each side. Big breaths, in and out. Stable in the core, strong on the legs. Take a big breath in at the top and breathe out as you roll the spine back down into the mat. And when you get down to the mat, keep your knees a hug in. Just rock side to side, nice and gently. So we feel like we've had a stretch and worked some of the core. What else should we do? We've only got a few more minutes. We're going to do open book, shut book. One of the best stretches you can do for the upper body. So support under your head, lie to the front of your support. Nice straight line from the hips to the ears. Knees are bent, core is engaged, and everything from the hips down stays still. We're going to really open up the upper body. So arms nice and long, take a breath in. As you breathe out, lift the top arm like the arc of a rainbow. Follow it with your head as you open up through the upper body. Let the top arm go to wherever it can. Breath in and out as you bring the arm back. What you'll find with each stretch is you'll just get slightly more mobility through the upper body. Breath in and out, lift, follow the arm with your head. Keep the elbow bent if you need to. If you're feeling strong, you can take the arm really wide behind you. Try not to let the hips go, because what you want to isolate is the movement through the upper body. Breath in and out as the arm comes up and over. If you've had a day of tension or over a computer, driving, working with small children, this is one of the best stretches you can give yourself at the end of the day. 5 of these, open and shut the book, really does help stretch out the whole of the upper body. And if you feel tightness anywhere, it's just the body's way of letting you know that you're stretching and you're easing out any of that tension from the muscles. And big breaths in and out to shut the book. And remember, we always need to even ourselves up, so we've got to do both sides. So we're going to bring ourselves down onto the other side. And as we know, this is always the hardest, getting from one side to the other. So nice and long in the arms. Take a breath in here, and as you breathe out, lift that top arm. Follow it with your head and just see if you feel the difference from one side to the other. Remember, the first stretch is probably tight, because it's the first time you've opened and shut. And this is a stretch, you can save this so you're lying in bed tonight. You don't need to be down on the floor in the kitchen doing this. You can be lying on the bed just before you go to sleep. Have a really big stretch. Open up the upper body. It's a lovely way to get mobility and movement into the whole of the upper body. Keep your core engaged as you lift and rotate. And just feel where that stretch is. Does it go from the arm to the shoulder, through the ribs to the hip? Is it across your chest? Do you feel it into your neck or your shoulders? Big breaths in and out as you lift and rotate, opening up the whole of the upper body. And finishing up on your last stretch. And when you're done, bringing yourself up to sitting. Sitting nice and tall at the top, lengthening the spine. Really tall, take a breath in, and as you breathe out, chin to chest, look down to the floor. Clasp the hands together, round through the shoulders and stretch the arms away from the body. And then you bring the hands down by the side, push into the floor, open the chest, lengthen the neck, be really tall through the spine. Then come back to the centre. And that's just 10 minutes of stretching. Not even that for the day. We can all find time for that. See you again tomorrow.